ट्रांजैक्शन सक्सेस
अच्छा
चलो वो फ्री हुई गल
इसमें लाइव जान में
गल
भी
हुई
और करा अपलोड
इसे जान दो ना या तक लो नाल तले जे को और कोई तस्वीर वगैरह आंदी है वो कर दो
सफर इज ऑन नहीं हो रहा
फिर जेड फोन
बंद कर दी ते दुआ जे कमेंट्री आक्सन नाल मोबाइल ऑन करके रख दो सन ते आवाज़ जानी
हाँ
रहती
चलो ठीक
कमेंट्री होनी रहती
है
हेलो
इतनी नई तस्वीरें लगी होंगी उत्ते स्कोर आ रहा है
साढ़े 7 हो रही है
मेरा बस जो ना
क्लास से शुरू करनी है तो फिर आज ही लाओ और जेड़ा एक व्यू आ रहा है ना आसान ही हो सीधे
अच्छा
ओए होए तू मन्ने नहीं हो फिर हैं 40 ਲੱਖਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਪੈਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆ ਰਹੇ
की होया
ओए वो मार अल्लाह पैन तो मैं कसम से
नहीं शो ही
बाबर, मैं आपको 10 मिनट में फिर कॉल करता हूँ या अभी मैं खुद कॉल करता हूँ, या आपने मुझे काम नहीं करनी है, मैं खुद कॉल करूँगा।
यार ये मसला है ना।
ये खत्म हो जाएगा। इस पर मैं आना ना तो मैं स्काइप और साइन आउट कर
Doesn't spin the ball a great deal, so his swerve or variation then suffers a little bit. Also, the quality of pitch is very different from what we experienced in this match. Consistent in pace and bounce. This has been turned away. Beautifully placed. Rashid Khan will give it a boundary. That is such a good shot because it was an acute angle that was created and used the pace of Mujib's delivery. Terrific shot from Imamullah. Watched it closely, got it away from the stumps and somehow middled it. No hard hands, it's just soft wrist work from him.
आज इस तरह करो ना।
Sacrificing herself at the end. Sacrificing herself at the end. Sacrificing herself at the end.
They've started their chase well, but 96 for 1 after 16 overs. Imam al-Haq is going a runner ball. Is going better than that.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Afghanistan fielders they've started their chase well. Good as 46 for 1 after 16 overs. Even then, after the first ODI where they took 4 catches, also dropped one of
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Afghanistan fielders started their chase well. Good as 46 for 1 after 16 then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top, was out on with their chase back. That's makes it 160. That is then after the first ODI win, 4 catches. So Chase was concerned.
Sacrificing herself at the end.
Batting on top.
इस एसी से ज्यादा हवा तो चिप्स के पैक में से निकलती है, पर गलती तो मेरी है क्योंकि
off balance and couldn't hold on to the catch.
For Rashid Khan into the 18th, 104 for 1.
Rapper from the house of Eagle Star.
ट्राई पेंटिंग, जिसमें है प्रोवी फॉर्मूला जो बालों को मजबूत बनाए और गिरने से रोके। हेयर फॉल को इग्नोर ना करो, सॉल्व करो विद पैंटीन।
Particularly against Imam. They're happy to have the extra fielder inside the ring against Babar. But against Imam, it's just the 5. Afghanistan should be looking to break this partnership, not allow them to just score 1s and 2s in the occasional boundary. That run rate is not getting away.
Well, catches win matches. Need to hold on to the catches.
Work for the sweeper. A little fumble in the deep there. Captain said, well, that's not good enough, so we're now going to change the fielder, not the field. A new man goes out onto the sweeper boundary. That's what hard running does. It creates those errors in the outfield. They're just picking them off. Here's a few more as well.
Well, this is very comfortable. They are milking him for run every time he comes on to bowl. They comfortably get 1s and 2s. And that's all you need for the cause to be able to chase down the target. It's really been a good chase so far from Pakistan. They'll just need to hold on to that, continue this partnership as long as they can. They have the firepower towards the end, should be able to comfortably bring themselves home.
Two away from a half century for Imam ul Haq. Oh no, that'll be a whole heap of wides. A whole heap of them.
That kind of day, things not going your way. Earlier over, a drop chance. And in this over, extra 5 run conceded. You need to be very Scrooge as for the runs are concerned. As the bowling unit, Rahmanullah Gurba's not able to hold on to that. Tried but couldn't.
whether Hashmatullah is thinking about giving the new man Shahid a bowl, the left arm spinner, another spinner that they have in their armoury. Or whether they're going to continue with this medium pace, which it just seems Pakistan are scoring too freely against.
This has already been a very good over for Pakistan. 10 run conceded already off it. Another 2 balls. I beg your pardon, 3 more left. Because after having bowled a wide delivery, you will need to reload and bowl an extra ball. Captain looks a little bit concerned, and should be, because he will want to break this partnership.
Rashid's got lots of overs left. Mujib's got 5. Nabi's got 7. They've got a left arm spinner, new man Shahid, who can come in and bowl. He's an all-rounder. So this will just be a single and we'll end the over. A profitable one for Pakistan. No. Oh, we're losing ourselves here, aren't we? With how many balls have got to be bowled in an over? There's 6, but they've all got to be legitimate.
Shaheen Shah Afridi shouldn't be looking concerned. And even if there is a little bit of runs left for him, he can swing his bat. He's been batting well recently, and they say about him, he's a combo now. When he bowls, he's Shaheen Shah, and when he bats, he's kind of Shahid Afridi.
No. So he won't have the half century yet. End of the 19th, 115 for 1.
Live vivid.
One of the famous products, not to forget, almond, pine nuts, dried peaches, raisin, and they are very tasty. I'm kind of feeling for myself why I can't just reach there. Some views from the fruit market in Kabul.
Still frowning, Rashid Khan, with that opportunity in the previous over, in his previous over where he put down the return catch. This partnership is getting dangerous now. 63 or 62. Very seldom does Babar Azam get himself in and throw it away. Don't want to put the mockers on him because he's a wonderful player to watch. There is a slip. So Imam ul Haq on 49 or 51 deliveries. He's given a chance, but he's still there. He scored 2 half centuries on the bounce already. This would be number 3. Not yet.
That was quicker from Rashid Khan, bowled at 94. You'll have to wait.
Still not. There's a few nerves around here. It's either nerves or the respect for the great man. Slip backward point, extra cover, short fine leg and a mid-wicket. Those men saving one. Extra cover pushed in tight. He's giving nothing away here. Here's a moment. Here is a moment. 3 dot balls.
Absolutely. I was just about to say that the dot balls, will this do something? But this create the opportunity that Afghanistan are looking at.
Babar calls him through, and that will be Imam ul Haq's 18th one-day international 50.
Dugout appreciates the effort. He's been the focused batter of Pakistan, plays it late, waits for the ball, plays it by the merit. What a reliable batsman he is, turning in to be for Pakistan.
Really good. Really good over from Rashid Khan. Just 2 from it. 117 for 1. Certainly been a good day here in Hambantota. We were thoroughly entertained by the innings of Ramanullah Gurbaz in compiling 150. Afghanistan going on and getting 300. Pakistan now in this run chase. It's been measured, but they certainly are not letting this run rate get away from them. The required rate now 6.13, which is very doable when you have the firepower to come. Mohammad Nabi now from the other end. He hasn't operated from this end yet this evening. And mid-on is up. No, he's not. He's being shoved back. I really think that Ashmatullah Shahidi needs to take a risk here.
It's quite an interesting calculation that you need to do. So you need to think you want to take the risk or you want to control the damage. It's really difficult when you have such batters out in the middle who are just taking the game away from you. So at times you just get bamboozled. What am I supposed to do? Because I'm desperately looking at getting wickets, want to stop the run flow, but nothing's happening.
You say they're looking to take the wickets, but how are you trying to get the wicket? That's the question that I would ask. You're allowed to have 5 in the ring. You've only got 5 in the ring. So Afghanistan not prepared to have that 6th fielder in the ring. And I think it's a little tougher against Babar Azam because he's hitting with the spin of Nabi, so he's happy to hit that just down the ground to long on for 1. But Imam ul Haq, if you bring mid-on up, he's got to hit against the spin. And he's already shown in that first one-day international that he wants to take it on. If he hits you for 4, so be it. But if he gets it wrong, you now bring Rizwan to the crease. The longer these two bat, if they now put on another 80 or so, and you've got Rizwan to come, you've got the power of Iftikhar Ahmed to come, you're going to throw away a real opportunity to level a series. That's just too easy.
Absolutely, that's what you've been talking about. If you keep the fielder inside the circle, you will have to make the batter go for the shot, take the risk, and that might create the opportunity. You're spot on, and we see Rizwan, Iftikhar, Agha Salman next to come. This game is going away from Afghanistan if they continue to bat.
Yeah, a long way to go here. Long way to go. Just 3 from that over has pushed that run rate out a little bit further. End of the 21st, 120 for 1.
आज होगा टक्कर का मुकाबला, बिहारी लड़ाई और तेल का तड़का।
एरियल का नया ब्लू फॉर्मूला जिद्दी दागों का करे सफाया।
Cliffy Deacon was a fine left-arm swing bowler in his day as well. Played a lot of first-class cricket in South Africa. Now a physiotherapist. Well, has always been a physiotherapist, but when he finished his cricket career, decided to embark on an international cricket career in physiotherapy rather than how so many go down the path of coaching. He's been with Pakistan for some time.
One being here with me in the combox, talking about coaching career for some time.
That's neatly tucked away. Yeah, there'll be plenty on Hashmatullah Shahidi's mind now. We're thinking about how to take wickets. Mark Bradburn, head coach of Pakistan. Be plenty on the mind of the Afghan captain at the moment. Not only about how to take wickets, but also his fifth bowler. And that Rahman has bowled 5 overs. Is he prepared to see Rahman bowl all 10, or is he going to bring Shahid on to bowl the 5 that would make up the 10? So about balancing his bowlers as well. It's certainly not an easy task being a leader out there.
Absolutely, you got a lot of thinking to do. You got to make strategies. You got to keep changing it according to the situation, but you need to be spot on. Slight mistake and you got your game away off your hands. And this is another opportunity Afghanistan has. After the first one shelled, when they only had to chase a very reasonable total of 200 and they were not able to keep to it.
It was a nice stroke that he just used the pace that Rashid Khan offered him there. Imam. Nicely done. That's going to be wided. I think Rashid Khan feels that might have just clipped Imam's pad, but it didn't, so there's still a ball to go here.
That's what transpired. Rashid thought that there was an edge, but it doesn't look like. Umpires made the call. Made the call right. So they've been milking Rashid for runs. The end of the 22nd over, Pakistan are 128 for 1.
It's been a good innings by Imam ul Haq. Never easy when you walk to the wicket, having to chase 301. It'd be so easy to just walk out there and feel as though you need boundary after boundary after boundary. But what Imam ul Haq has done well is been in between those boundaries. He scored very freely, an impeccable half century. He's 18th in one-day internationals.
But he certainly put his brains into this innings. He knows and he's very well aware of the situation he's in. And he's played all around. Left side, off side, long on, long off. He certainly put his brains into this innings. He knows and he's very well aware of the situation. He's played all around. Left side, off side, long on, long off. He certainly put his brains into this innings. He knows and he's very well aware of the situation. He's played all around. Left side, off side, long on, long off. He certainly put his brains into this innings. He knows and he's very well aware of the situation. He's played all around. Left side, off side, long on, long off. He certainly put his brains into this innings. He knows and he's very well aware of the you could tell how Imam was getting cooler here. Left side, off side, long on, long off. He certainly put his brains into this innings. He knows and he's very well aware of the you could tell how Imam was getting cooler here. Left side, off side, long on, long off. He certainly put his brains into this innings. He knows and he's very well aware of the you could tell how Imam was getting cooler here. Left side, off side, long on, long off. He certainly put his brains into this innings. He knows and he's very well aware of the you could tell how Imam was getting cooler here. Left side, off I'm
So it's a question now as to whether Hassan handy. So it's a question now as to whether so handy at that he might just be now as to whether so handy at that he might just be now as to I agree with you. He wasn't listening, so we're fine. He wasn't listening, so we're fine. Well, who's going to tell me he wasn't listening? He thought about Rashid, it could be Hassan who was finding it hard to read. Well, who's going to tell me he wasn't listening? He thought about Rashid, it could be Hassan who was finding it hard to read. Well, who's going to tell me he wasn't listening? He thought about Rashid, it could be Hassan as well. Don't think he's going to take one with genuine swing. It could be as well. Don't think he's going to take one with genuine swing. It could be as well. Don't think he's going to take one with genuine swing. It could be as well. He's going to take one with genuine swing. He's going to take one with genuine
under the lights, I have to say that. But Majid bowled well, as he always does with a new ball, mixture of spin and swing. Under the lights, I have to say that. With Rashid bowled well, as he always does for a new ball, mixture of spin and swing. Maybe he could have been into attack slightly early, because the one thing you like from, I have to say that, your potential with Rashid bowled well, as he always does for a new ball, mixture of spin, maybe then breaks the next part. Maybe he could have been into attack slightly early, because the one thing you like from, I have to say that, your potential with Rashid bowled well, as he always does for a new ball, mixture of spin, maybe then breaks the next part. Maybe he could have been into attack slightly early, because the one thing you like from comes out of the attack. Could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, mixture of spin, maybe then breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, because the one thing you like from comes out of the attack. Could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, mixture of spin, maybe then breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, because the one thing you like from comes out of the attack. Could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow could have potentially Rashid bowled, he always does for a new ball, down the pitch he breaks the next part. Maybe he should have been into attack about Rashid, big inside legs he likes from somehow. But at the moment you say that Pakistan are on track, slightly behind the asking rate, yes, but in the context of one-day cricket as we know it in this current world, you say that Pakistan are on track, slightly behind the asking rate, yes, and a half, whatever it is in the context of one-day cricket as we know it, that is eminently doable. You say that Pakistan are on track, slightly behind the asking rate, yes, and a half, whatever it is in the context of one-day cricket as we know it, that is eminently doable. You say that Pakistan are on track, slightly behind the asking rate, yes, and a half, whatever it is in the context of one-day cricket as we know it, that is eminently doable. You say that Pakistan are on track, slightly behind the asking rate, yes, and a half, whatever it is in the context of one-day cricket as we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Yes, perhaps, but it is the context of as we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Yes, perhaps, but it is the context of as we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Yes, perhaps, but it is the context of as we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Yes, perhaps, but it is the context someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another we know engineer. That is said the rest of the surface slightly behind the R6. Someone another
Babar Azam, who was looking good. It really is, because Babar Azam didn't really look like getting out. Looking good. He's just nudged and nurdled the ball. That is a wonderful cover drive. But here he just loops this. Almost as if for the first time today the ball just sticks in the surface. Heart in the mouth stuff there for a lot more than the Afghan players, all their supporters around the world. And you can see what it means. Hashmatullah Shahidi takes a very, very important catch. Fazal Farooqi, a big wicket. Babar Azam, the captain, goes for 53. It's 170 for 2.
आज होगा टक्कर का मुकाबला, बिहारी लड़ाई और तेल का तड़का।
एरियल का नया ब्लू फॉर्मूला जिद्दी दागों का करे सफाया।
And 32 runs required from 19.2 overs. And contemporary cricket, you back the batting side to win it.
A different type of player as well to what Babar Azam is now. He'll be busier. He will get the ball behind the wickets. He'll be happy to get on bended knee if so required and sweep and reverse sweep. So a very different type of player. Much faster. End of the 31st, 172 for 2.
जीरा प्लस चाय के साथ पेश करके तो देखो, फिर देखो कैसे सालों का फासला एक सुर में मिट जाता है। यही है गुफ्तगू का प्लस। जीरे का जायका लिए हमारी बातों सा खस्ता जीरा प्लस।
Redmi Note 12. Live vivid.
Imam ul Haq is holding it firm for Pakistan, 69 of 84, back-to-back half centuries in this series. Babar Azam getting a brilliant half century, but he's dismissed. Rashid to continue. Almost playing it from the stumps. He can create magic. Wicket has just fallen.
Should have gone for it, Rizwan. The ball was travelling to the left arm fast bowler's right hand. There was plenty of time to cross over.
That's been the hallmark of his batting already, nudging and pushing behind square on the onside from Imam ul Haq.
so important for Imam now to just continue in that way. The last thing that Pakistan want is for Imam to just up his risk and get himself out and have two new men at the wicket. He's got to ensure that he helps Rizwan get in, and then they build that partnership. If they need 50 to win, and if the car walks in, well, game on.
Is there a wicket? They're appealing for stumping at the moment.
I think it was the case of the ball hitting the pad first and then going on to hit the stumps. And they think Rizwan might have been out of the crease.
has to play a big role here. He's been batting solidly, 70 of 87. But that ball just jumped and came back sharply.
Well, I think the captain, Ashmatullah, has done well here by bringing Faruqi back. I know he bowled at the last over from that end, but he'll probably bowl this one and another one, and then they'll leave 2 for the back end. But they're trying to get another wicket here, Afghanistan. If they can knock over Imam, well, then it becomes, the game flows back into their favour.
Yeah, I'm with you. Imam is going to be a big wicket here. He was batting so well in the first ODI. After he got out, it was hard for the other batsmen to come and negotiate. He's not required to do this. He's getting frustrated. Easy does it. He's got a boundary hitter batting along with him. Rizwan, he's a busy player. It's been aforementioned. He's the big wicket at the moment. So he has to take the responsibility. Imam al-Haq.
Interesting, intriguing phase of play ahead of us. They're trying to get another wicket here. That will be 2 for 40. Wicket in the first spell, wicket in the second spell as well. Picked away. But another single. Should be back for 2 now.
Yeah, it's been dint in your ears that this format of the game is dying 50 overs. We all know that T20 cricket is full of spills and thrills, but how engrossing this cricket is at the moment. Both the sides challenging each other. Maybe we haven't been able to see so many boundaries hit. Very intriguing, very engrossing, and I don't think one should fiddle with this.
Yeah, I think it's very dangerous for everyone to feel, though, that this is the easy format of the game to get rid of. But a lot of junior cricket, most of junior cricket, is played 50-over cricket. Well, there is an indication of how sticky it is out there, how warm it is out there. The players rattle through their gloves. So you get rid of 50-over cricket, and now the juniors play it. Well, then how do they learn to play the other formats?
That's a very good point you have made. Huge shout, huge shout. They've got to be careful. They've got to be careful. They've got only one left. He's convinced. So is the captain. They have referred it.
Third umpire to director. We have a player review for caught behind. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Okay, ball is very close to the bat. Can we have a dredge, please? Keep it going, please. Keep it going. Gap between bat and ball. Keep it going. Yeah. No bat and ball. Thank you. I'll go back to Shinwari on feet. Shinwari, you can stay with the decision. You're on screen now. You can signal not out.
Good decision. Very good decision by Bismillah Jan Shinwari, the Afghan umpire. Afghanistan losing both the reviews. 33 overs bowled, 176 for 2.
रैपर के थर्मस जो रखे देर तक गरम. Rapper from the House of Eagle Star.
Wear your attitude. Darren Sammy by Asghar Ali.
Okay, thank you. Ready with my decision for the big screen.
Wicket for Afghanistan. 2 wickets in quick succession. Mohammad Rizwan, the batsman, out for 2. Pakistan derailing 176 for 3.
आज होगा टक्कर का मुकाबला, बिहारी लड़ाई और तेल का तड़का।
एरियल का नया ब्लू फॉर्मूला जिद्दी दागों का करे सफाया।
On the river. Eventually, when I saw that replay, I mean, it was Rizwan's fault. He was looking for a quick single, then realized the single wasn't there. He called no, then he decided Imam is halfway through. Let's sacrifice my wicket. And now he has to stay at the wicket and make sure Pakistan gets over the line, Imam ul Haq.
Into 7th over, Rashid Khan might not have taken wicket, but they found the wicket in form of run out. Coming down the pitch, agitation, and there was no time for recovery. Hashmat with a direct hit. Celebration for Afghanistan.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Playing it from the depth of the crease. Take another run.
Yeah, it's just a nudge to cover. And Rizwan looks to go and then stops. And that's the problem. 99% of the time, it's the hesitation that leads to the run out, the indecision. If they go straight away, they make it.
Beautifully bowled, the leg spinner to finish the over. 34 overs bowled, 182 for 3. Things are happening.
He might be targeted by the Pakistani bowlers. New man in. He said, okay, I'm going to go with him. That's a good call.
I'm going to offer you the flip side of that, though, in that does it not cross your side as a leader to say, new man in, let me try and get him out now and try and get to the all-rounders and the bowlers. It's, again, decision-making for a skipper to make.
Turn it away. There will be another run looking to restructure a partnership here. It's going to be interesting looking ahead, because Mujib and Rashid like competition, intensity in play, batting to follow Iftikhar, averaging 39. Sadaf Khan has been consistent of late. Summer.
Yeah, I'm with you. It might have been the situation where you have Rashid Khan bowling for you, get me another wicket. But at times the captains are defensive. They're thinking, okay, he's the weak link. Where am I going to fit him in? To be able to have that control of the game, not losing it. Pulled away. Bowling short, only a single.
Dropping it short, taking the pace off as well. Mistimed stroke, this falling shot. Noor Ahmed Lakanwal, a substitute.
Agha played really well in the Test series against Sri Lanka earlier on, just a couple of weeks ago, in fact. He's a good player.
Yeah, going back to that Test match. HG, the first match, Test match at Galle, Pakistan was down and out with 5 wickets down, 80-odd runs on the board. He came out with positive thinking. He started to take on their weapon in Jayasuriya. He was using his feet. He was finding boundaries consistently, and that gave confidence to the youngster left-handed South Shakil. It rubbed off. He started to bat positively for Pakistan. Went on to score a double 100, and from there on, he has gained so much of confidence. He's been backing his ability, he's been playing positively. A single to end the over. Imam retains the strike. It's 187 for 3.
Hashmatullah Shahid, captain for Afghanistan, winning the toss and batting first, posting excellent total 300 for 5 in the allotted 50 overs, century for Gurbaz 151, impressive half century for Ibrahim. In response, Pakistan 187 for 3. Match is interestingly and engrossingly poised. Rashid from round the wicket.
You got your wish, Elton. You have Rashid Khan bowling.
Yeah, I think they'll only give him the one more, to be honest. And I think they will maybe look to bring back Mujib or Nabi. Nabi's only got 2 more. He won't bowl in the last 10 overs.
Pulls. And that will trickle into the boundary for 4.
It's been a while since the last boundary, all of 32 deliveries, but this one is a drag down, and well, he's composed enough. He's been searching for a boundary. That may release a little bit of pressure, because Imam has certainly shown a little bit of nervousness in the last few overs. That might help him a little bit.
He deliberately didn't pull the ball. He kind of hooked the ball into the gap. And that was the reason why he was able to hit the ball into the gap. Yeah, forced the bowler to change the line. It's a good over for Pakistan. Finally managed to find a boundary.
Imam Ulaq approaching his 100, 88 of 101. Looks solid. Man responsible for putting Pakistan in a commanding position with the bat. Still a long way to go in this contest, 107 of 86. But this has been a solid innings already from Imam as he's searching for his century. Trying to play the sweep shot, not an easy option against Rashid Khan.
This is a big delivery here. Rashid Khan, he did Salman in the first innings, or the first ODI, excuse me, padding up. He was unsure which way the ball's turning. That was an important ball for Salman. 36 gone, 195 for 3.
ट्राई पेंटिंग, जिसमें है प्रो वी फॉर्मूला जो बालों को मजबूत बनाए और गिरने से रोके। हेयर फॉल को इग्नोर ना करो, सॉल्व करो विद पैंटीन।
जीरा प्लस चाय के साथ पेश करके तो देखो, फिर देखो कैसे सालों का फासला एक सुर में मिट जाता है। यही है गुफ्तगू का प्लस। जीरे का जायका लिए हमारी बातों से खस्ता जीरा प्लस।
Comparative study, Afghanistan 188 without loss, Pakistan 3 wickets down for 195. Chasing the target.
Now Mickey Arthur, left of picture. Sitting to the right-hand side of Babar Azam. He's the Director of Cricket of Pakistan. He's also the Director of Cricket of Derbyshire in England. And he landed here late last night and made his way to the ground. Derbyshire were in the middle of a game.
Well, with his demeanour at the moment, no tension on his face, it means he believes Pakistan is winning.
It's going hard at the ball, trying to buzz in through the offside.
Salman Ali Agha is at his best when he's looking to just play that authentic extra cover drive. He's a lovely player to watch when in full flow. He's just trying to be a little bit aggressive there, and he's lost his shape completely. If he just leans on that, there's plenty of pace to work with here from Rahman.
Gets the ball behind square. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has.
This will release the pressure. And the Pakistani batters, they have decided Rahman is the man they're going to go after. He bowls into the pitch. And at times, he bowls those deliveries short and gives an opportunity to the batters to score runs.
Concern, Afghanistan need a wicket. So third man on the boundary, finally got the boundary, man at the square position on the onside, on the boundary, scored the wicket on the offside, on the boundary as well. Straight driven. An authentic straight drive for 4.
There you go, Hilton, you mentioned that. He's better off looking to time the ball rather than bludgeoning it. And this time around, shimmy down the track and delayed the stroke ever so slightly to be able to time the ball and hit the ball into the gap. and he's been rewarded.
Yeah, he's a sweet player, this fella. He really is. You mentioned that first test, he played brilliantly in the second one as well with Abdullah Shafiq. Pakistan have gone past that total of 200, which is extremely important for the dressing room. They start to believe now with less than 100 needed.
Lack of experience, Salman are assured with the last delivery. He managed to hit the ball straight down the track for 4 runs. He should have waited in the crease. The bowler were bound to shorten the length. And here was the opportunity. He could wrench the ball towards square leg. Missed out.
.97 to win from 80. Nicely checked away. He is sticking to his game plan. Plenty of runs from that region. Square of the wicket on the onside, behind square. Moon appears. A serene progress for Pakistan once again after losing a couple of wickets in quick succession. Fielder there. Oh, he's dropped it. Fazal Faruqi. Has he dropped the match?
And this is not the first time. We have seen him dropping a simple catch. A big opportunity missed.
Must hold on to this. Straight to him. Down it goes. Massive moment in the match. And he realizes it more than anyone else in the ground. Fazal Faruqi.
Fazal Faruqi has taken 2 wickets but dropped an important catch. In the outfield, a lot of time for him.
What's the fixation of reverse cupping? And when you look into reverse cup, your hands should be above your head. Not the right technique. He did the same mistake in the first ODI. Not learning.
Will be into this attack now. Aga 13, Imam 89.
Yeah, sometimes when you try and take that reverse cut, particularly when someone plays a pull, it's got topspin on, and the ball just dips on you and ends up hitting the heel of your hand rather than in those fingers.
You can be a good coach, Hilton.
He's been a good coach at Ackerman. Worked with the Afghanistan cricket team extensively. Working as a batting coach, not the fielding coach. But in South Africa, everyone is a fielding coach, I believe.
Did you have the opportunity to work with Gurbaz, Hilton?
I did. Just as I said earlier, in the infancy stage of his international career. Always showed a lot of promise.
Oh, this is out. This is out. Nabi has got a wicket. Yeah, against the run of the play. Nabi has come onto ball and he has obliged the captain. And there was no need. There was no need. He was timing the ball so well. He was finding boundaries at will. First delivery. And he tried to be cheeky. Had to pay the price. 14 was the contribution from 15 deliveries, 208 for 4.
आज होगा टक्कर का मुकाबला, बिहारी लड़ाई और तेल का तड़का।
एरियल का नया ब्लू फॉर्मूला जिद्दी दागों का करे सफाया।
This is a tremendous comeback by Afghanistan. Things were going swimmingly well until Agha was dismissed. Osama Mir, a surprise promotion. Ball is gripping, spinning, and this is going to be a stern examination of Pakistan's technique to play against spin and how well they cope with the pressure. Required run rate 7.77. Afghanistan have got Pakistan where they wanted them to be.
How often do we see that after partnership, the next wicket also breaks? Mohammad Rizwan was run out, and then Salman Aga looked dangerous, was out, and then the experiment went completely wrong with the leg spinner and then the hard hitter. Now, as you said, Ramesh Bhai, immense pressure will be on Imamul Haq. He has to bat the 50 overs or till the end and get the rest of the batters to play the aggressive role.
Khar is another one who's got to stand tall. He's got plenty of experience, but his game isn't really suited against spin at times. And that's been an issue for most of these middle order batters. Quality against spin bowling, quality batting against spin bowling can go for a miss at times.
Just looks like looking at Iftikhar Ahmed, it's a play either block or hit. At the moment, Pakistan needs to get singled, and when you get the odd bad delivery to put it away. Who is the call? Feel that mid-wicket ran across quickly and save one run there. I think this is where the balance should come. Just thought for a second, even Shadab Khan in form could have been an option coming at number 7 and keep Iftikhar Ahmed to the death overs.
And gone. This is super stuff from Mujib and Afghanistan. Imamul Haq has been removed from the scene and Pakistan slumped further.
You mentioned about quality spinners. I don't think Imamul Haq picked this googly. Trying to go probably towards long on. The ball gripped, bounced. For a settled batsman who batted for so long on 91, that was a magnificent delivery and an easy catch. A dolly, lolly, whatever you say, Alex, beg your pardon, cow point. This is what good bowlers do. The situation demands for a wicket. He gets it done. Imamul Haq, a good knock. Nevertheless, 91 of 105. Pakistan in trouble. 211 for 6.
फिर से डैंड्रफ का डर हमेशा सर पे सवार ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए हेड एंड शोल्डर्स कंधे से बोझ हटा दे
I think he probably yorked himself and played with a slanted angle of the blade and went straight to the fielder at short point. What a huge success for Mujib and Afghanistan. Catches have gone down, they've dropped a few, but this was held very nicely. Pressure catch, Mujib knows the importance. Getting Imam out at 91, it's a big blow for Afghanistan. 90 runs in 67 balls. Can Pakistan do it through Shadab? Through Iftikhar? To 11 for 6.
A big go for
Rapper from the house of Eagle Star. Redmi Note 12. Live vivid.
Where your attitude? Darren Sami by Oscar Ali.
Of 66 deliveries.
A partnership at pace is needed. Two newcomers at crease with
run rate jumping to 7.5. It's not an ideal situation for Pakistan, but they've got to put their mind to it. Last 9 overs, just 43 runs and 5 wickets. Afghanistan have made massive strides. This probably will be a wide. Down the leg side, missed by the keeper. Shadab will come back for 2.
Looking at how much it turned, I'm also interested to see how skipper Shahid is going to use his bowlers. At the moment, Nabi's bowling his last over and got 2 from Mujib, 2 from Rashid, and the 2 fast bowlers got to bowl out the last 6 overs.
Going to fall short of the fielder, advancing fielder at long on.
And today, Afghanistan has the option of Shahidullah, a left-arm spinner, a decent left-arm spinner, batter who could bowl, with 2 right-handers at the crease. And after this over, 5 fielders allowed outside the circle. That will be a very good option.
Running aimlessly. That's pressure for you. Iftkhar is, as you rightly pointed out, either it's a block or a 6. Afghanistan will be quite happy with just giving them a single every now and then. As long as boundaries don't come, they'd be quite happy, because every ball means higher run rate and higher risk factor. Required rate now exactly 8.
I reckon situation demands players who are busy in the middle. When I say busy, players who are willing to run, make 1 into 2s. At the moment, I'm afraid to say Iftkhar looks, as you said, as I pointed out before, it looks a block or a hit, which is not going to work. He needs to be busy. Huge appeal, maybe a bit high, maybe down the leg side as well. If Nabi can turn the ball that much, I think they don't have any more reviews, can't go upstairs, but that was a fantastic delivery.
Afghanistan completely switched on. They know that victory is near. They're sensing a kill here. That ball spun sharply and would have gone on to probably miss the leg stump. Not given by the umpire. No reviews available for Afghanistan. But that ball is gripping and spinning. Ball's a straighter ball. Shadab picks a single. And after 40, 220 for the loss of 6. Be part of the Asia Cup. Plenty of options for the watchers. Kandy, Colombo, Multan and Lahore. The venues?
Right, looks like Mujibur Rahman to continue. Correctly by Shahidi. But Nabi finishing his spell from the far end. Who's he going to be? I reckon have to bring that left-arm spinner in. I don't think none of the Pakistanis would have seen him. I saw it, Shahidullah, personally during the ACC Imaging Asia Cup. Just happened last month. That's a signal for the third power play. 5 fielders can save the boundary now. 4 in the circle.
a ball that is a decent delivery, you're asking for danger. You're flirting with a lot of risk.
And also, back of the mind, both two batsmen will be thinking Mujib and Rashid got 4 overs, not to take any risk against them. Try and get the singles and try and target the fast ball. That may option as well. But will that be too late in the deep into the innings?
You've got to mark a bowler that can be hit for a 6. Right now, Iftikhar is still feeling his way through. He doesn't have a lot of deliveries really to get settled. He's got to get going now. 8.73 is the required rate now. This is good from Mujib, good from Afghanistan. The fielders are in the ring, and so another excellent over. 8.89 is the required rate. 6 down for 2-1.
आपस की गर्मा गर्मी अपनी जगह और शूट से वापसी पे रहबर के हॉटपॉट जो खाने को रखे देर तक गर्म. रहबर from the house of Eagle Star.
Option of Shahidullah, who's playing this game, a left arm spinner. Maybe a couple of overs from him. Maybe they'll go forward. But Rashid Khan got 2 more overs. Wicket column, nil. I think he will be licking his lips, looking at how Iftikhar Ahmed is going. Pick up 1 or 2 wickets.
It's an all-out spin attack, and Afghanistan have been relentless. They've collared this Pakistan's batting lineup quite brilliantly. Economy of 4.88. Rashid, 8 overs, none for 39.
Attacking with the slip, keeping mid-wicket open, wanting Shadab Khan to go towards mid-wicket and get that top edge or the leading edge. This is good captaincy by Hasbutullah Shahidi.
Shadab wants 2 and will get a response from his partner. The dive is in from Iftikhar. That's good running. Got to show a bit of desperation, and well, we saw one there.
Yeah, much better. This is what I spoke about in the previous over. Showing some intent, running once into 2s. The deep mid-wicket fielder was about 10 yards from the boundary, but still, Iftikhar Ahmed made it in the end pretty easily.
Full toss will find the fielder at long on fence. When you're under pressure, under stress, even a full toss doesn't really yield the kind of result that you're hoping for. So it was a ginger straight drive. Shadab normally would put that away for a 6. 77 of 51. Rashid still maintaining a slip, which is the right way to go. Iftikhar is not picking which way the ball is spinning. To the gap for a run.
Mohammad Nabi at slip is very fine. Remember when Babar Azam playing against Rashid Khan, there was a boundary right through the gap between the first slip fielder and Gurbaz. Now it looks at least 2 feet to find it towards the wicket keeper. I think this is the way it should be, because Rashid Khan, the pace he bowls, is going to go finer, not square up. 42 gone, 225 for 6. This is what I'm talking about. Take a look where Mohammad Nabi was previously, before he even realized and reacted. That ball flew past, and ever since then, the first slip fielder for Mujib as well as Rashid Khan.
जीरा प्लस चाय के साथ पेश करके तो देखो, फिर देखो कैसे सालों का फासला एक सुर में मिट जाता है. यही है गुफ्तगू का प्लस. जीरे का जायका लिए हमारी बातों से खस्ता जीरा प्लस.
Pakistan dropping pace, dropping rhythm, losing wickets, losing their way a little. 9.5 is the required rate. This approach has been determined by Afghanistan. They've forced this approach on Pakistan because Pakistan have not really been able to pick the spinners. You can have a strategy, but strategy has got to be based on skill work. And if you don't have the skill work, if you can't pick which way the ball is going to spin, then obviously you're going to lag behind, and that's where it can be so frustrating to watch Pakistan. They've got the team, they've got the attack, they've got the frontline batsmen, but it's just that the middle order needs amping it up big time. This could be the chance now. When given the chance, if the heart can be lethal. It's a great start to the over. 4 through the offside.
I understand why Hasbutullah Shahidi keeping 1 over of Mujibur Rahman to the end. Bringing a fast bowler who has not had a good day at this occasion. I mean, 2 right-handers in. And the wicket is not the easiest against spinners. When you have a left-arm spinner, why not use it? That's the question I would like to ask. If the 2 fast bowlers have had a good day, not even bothered to will be asked. With Rahman going for runs, Farooqi going for runs, plenty of advices, but that young man will be wanting to bowl quick. At the moment, bowling with variation, and the length is very important. If the car is going to murder you in anything in his dark, got to be slightly shorter.
That's the good length area, gets a run if the heart. This is where Pakistan can cash in. This is where they can get the rhythm back. This is where they can put a bit of pressure on Afghanistan. The space is easy to manage.
Absolutely. I think even Shadab Khan will be happy that the fast bowler is back. Good timer, good technique. And all importantly, a boundary in the first ball itself, putting so much pressure on the bowler.
That's a good delivery. Pace off is the way to go on a pitch like this if you're a pacer. And it's about managing discipline, managing your skill, and holding on to your nerve.
Also not being predictable. Got to be unpredictable. Being those changes. 3 deliveries, 3 types: full, good length, and a slow delivery. This is where I think skipper Shahidi should guide the young man, exactly telling him what to do.
There should be 2. That's well played. Only a single. That's well fielded, in fact. That fielder from long on, Nabi, came herring towards the ball.
President was sprinting across. It was like a lightning Usain Bolt, Mohammad Nabi. It's brilliant commitment shown by both the teams. In fact, the intensity shown with both the games has been fantastic leading up to the Asia Cup.
This has to be a 6. This has got to go. Not really, that's well bowled. Once again, pace off, that's good bowling. In a situation like this, it pays if you keep it simple. Not worry about the magical deliveries or thinking twice in your run-up what to bowl. It's about keeping your head clean, clear, and having a simple strategy.
3 consecutive slow deliveries. Can be the 4th as well. Doesn't matter. You bowl slow ball as a fast ball if it's working.
2 straight. It's the stumps at the non-strikers end at singles. So Rahman actually escapes punishment. Turned out to be a good, decent over. 68 now in 42 balls. 233 for 6.
Redmi Note 12. Live vivid.
Conundrum where that Hasbutullah Shahidi got to work out as soon as possible when to finish Mujib, when to finish Rashid. It's something that they will be thinking out pretty hard.
It's the long fence. And so Pakistan need big shots. And this will serve Afghanistan brilliantly. 81 meter hit, 80 meter hit. It's got to be a meaty blow to get a 6. It's not going to be simple against Mujib, because he'll be quick through the air, he'll be flat, and he'll get response from the surface as well. There he goes, straight, a chop, and a single.
He's a stat which makes Afghanistan fans very happy. Only once that after scoring 300 out of 6 times, Afghanistan have failed to defend, that too against Sri Lanka up in Pallekele. Last year, January, I was covering that game. 314 was chased down by Sri Lanka. And that game, plenty of dew, and the spinners found it really hard. But today, there's absolutely no dew and the wicket is still gripping. Good chance at the moment.
So in T20 terms, if you were to get 66 in 40 balls with 6 wickets down, you would back the batting side. And I think Pakistan will have to treat this as a T20 affair and keep faith. Only that the dimensions are huge here, so you can always run fast, look for 2s and 3s. But you've got to take this as a T20 duel.
Mention about the boundaries. I think Ramesh Bhai is also being a bit cheeky. It's going to be important. Play a reverse sweep here and there, probably a paddle sweep. Find that gap. Yes, as you said, clearing the boundary won't be easy. It's a massive field, the biggest field in Sri Lanka. It's not going to be easy. Be a bit cheeky. Be a bit smarter. No chance here. Direct hit will be. Oh, Iftikhar Ahmed. It's gone, all ends up.
Confusion. Yes, no, wait. By that time, Iftikhar was probably out of his crease when the throw was attempted at the non-striker's end. No, he's not been allowed any width. This turns out to be another excellent over for Afghanistan. 6 down for 237.
Ding dong bubble, ding dong bubble.
Well, the closing overs approach, and Pakistan have really let this slip in the chase. Always pressure in the end can sometimes tell like this with the pressure of the scoreboard runs, with wickets going. That was the one thing Afghanistan wanted in the middle. When Imam ul Haq and Babar Azam were together, it looked like Pakistan were coasting. With the wicket of Babar, with the run out of Rizwan, things started to change and Afghanistan looked sharper again in the field. They've picked up the wickets, they've squeezed it. And now it's 64 needed off 36 balls. And that is going to take some doing. It's now the quicker bowlers. Faruqi has 3 left, 2 for 43 so far. Takes the pace off the ball.
Yeah, the reason why Pakistan find themselves in this dire situation is because there has been a litany of mistakes. As you mentioned, Pakistan was cruising with that partnership, but after that, run out, and then that reverse sweep has hampered or stymied the progression of this innings.
Well, I think it still is in Pakistan's hand, because Iftikhar Ahmed and Shadab Khan are out in the middle and they can help the cause. Shots like this will certainly make it easier. That's a boundary, welcome boundary for Shadab Khan. So that is the problem. The pace can leak runs.
Well, short and wide is what's known as an invitation, gilt-edged invitation. Exactly what Shadab would have actually, if he had a breakfast menu to stick outside his room, that would be on it.
Comfort food?
Well, they need more of it. They've got to have a big appetite here to win this game still.
outside your room service, huh? So that's the added bonus with that. That's good. That's change of pace. Takes the pace off the ball, making the batsman do the work.
Yeah, that boundary. For me, Shadab Khan created his own line and length to be able to free his arms by backing away from the leg stump. He's an able batsman. He can surprise you.
Yeah, I think it's surely about Afghanistan and their bowling now, restricting options. So not trying to be too clever. Yes, you need those changes of pace. Those are all the things that happen at this stage of a game. But straight and full, up to a point, just cuts down those options. That, for instance, right, you take the pace off the ball, and what happens? The shot has to be slowed down. So unless you read it immediately out of the hand, you end up slowing down your shot. You're only going to get one for that. You can't swing through the ball in the same way and find the boundaries. So those sort of deliveries are clever, but it's such a guessing game, isn't it? At the end of the innings, like it's always a guessing game. Cat and mouse, who can outguess the other?
And that's how he got the very important scalp of Babar Azam. He gave him pace off, he went for the shot, and that's where from the downfall started. But it still is in Pakistan's hand as far the chase is concerned.
Pace off again. So again, the bat speed is slow. You've got the man out there on that square leg boundary. Singles are fine. Well, if you're Afghanistan. So I'm talking from the point of view of Afghanistan, their bowlers, their captain, their field placings. What you don't want is to give either Shadab or Iftikhar. Iftikhar is a big hitter, given the opportunity. So you've got to try and cut down those opportunities.
Yeah, the idea for the bowler is not to get predictable. Just have the batsman guessing. Force them playing the ball very late.
Oh my word. Oh, the run-out's favourites. 2:45 for 6.
Redmi Note 12. Live vivid.
Slowing this chase down. Iftikhar there hits it firmly straight at extra cover. There's no run on. If Shadab is running just on the off chance, that's a big misjudgment. You've got to turn, come back. If the throw hits, you are struggling. 56 needed, 30 balls left. Two men who, yes, they have the ability to make runs at this sort of pace, but how often do they have to do it under these circumstances? Yes, they can play T20, domestic PSL, and make runs for fun. Yes, they can play international T20 and make runs for fun. Suddenly, with a 50-over game, now you've got Rashid Khan. Well, the plot thickens. 8 down now, Pakistan. We talked about Shaheen Shah Afridi's long levers. They didn't work today. The levers weren't long enough. The bowling was clever enough. Again, the pace-off was enough just to bring the miscue. And the catch nicely taken by Rashid Khan. We've seen a couple go down today, but we've seen some good ones taken as well. Naseem Shah now has to face. Hits it sweetly. But there is the man there. Rashid out on that cover boundary, so just the one. So if anyone's going to do it for Pakistan, it might have to be Shadab Khan. There's that big stride forward. Huge swing of the bat, but it doesn't come out of the middle. It doesn't get anywhere near the boundary. All it does is find Rashid Khan's very, very safe hands. So Shadab, 31 from 28 so far, needs to add something to that, needs to add a lot to that. Still 28 needed from 13 balls.
They say it ain't over till it's over, so we'll have to see.
Miscued slightly, but safe. He keeps the strike. 274 for 8, 2 overs left. .27 from 12 balls. Faruqi will bowl that final over of the innings. We'll wait to see how many might be needed from that. Abdul Rahman has the next over. Do you know, there's always a problem, isn't there? Sometimes captains like to save their best bowler for the final over. Sometimes they like to save them for the penultimate over, because if the penultimate over goes badly, then the final over becomes more of a formality. So Faruqi will have to bowl that final over, unless, of course, Rahman takes 2 wickets in this over. Think of that.
Well, I'll take that as a good omen. Thank you, Shadab, for saving wide. It could have well been an extra.
Well, it could have been an extra. It could have been runs. It could have been a run-out. Could have been anything, that ball.
Okay, I was talking about the merit of the ball. I mean, just let it go, let it alone. See, that's pressure. But talking about the penultimate over matter that you raised, look at this. Shadab goes for it, believes that he could clear the fielder, doesn't want the run, sends Shaheen back, so no damage done as far as Afghanistan is concerned. I beg your pardon, Naseem Shah back. So, the penultimate over matter that you raised is really an important thing for Afghanistan to see. Like previously they have trusted that Fazal Haq Faruqi to do it, quick run taken. So it'll be interesting for Fazal Haq Faruqi to do that once he has not been able to compile the victory from there.
Yeah, he's looking for something outside the off stump. Shadab Khan, that's why he's backing away from that leg stump. Not much of protection on the offside behind the stumps for the bowler.
Desperate dive in, wasn't it, for the second run? He wants to keep the strike at all costs, so hasn't got hold of that, but that always gives you an opportunity. If you don't get hold of it, it doesn't reach the fielder quite so quickly. The throw is only, well, it's about 3 or 4 metres off target. Had it been dead on target, wonder how close that might have been, but he's diving anyway. So it's so much in the hands of Shadab here. 34 from 31 he's made so far. He is the last recognised batsman at the crease. 2 wickets in hand, that's all for Pakistan. So a wicket, of course, could do so much damage at this stage. Well bowled. That's well bowled. Two again.
That's very good running. Really good running, putting the pressure on the fielders. Running the first one hard and making sure they convert 1 into 2.
And this game is all about confidence. Batter or bowler, if you believe in yourself, have that confidence. Smack straight. Straight down the ground, but not middled. 2 again. 4 would have been lovely from Pakistan's point of view.
Yeah, he's leaked runs, Rahman. He's been all over the shop. When it really mattered, he has held his nerves. This has been a very good over. Very good over.
Yeah, but where the pressure tells is these last couple of balls. That's out the back of the hand. Nicely bowled, nicely disguised, so the ball is not hit or timed fully. Big field, hence the 2s. But notice these last 2 balls that now become vital.
Absolutely, for the benefit of Afghanistan, he has to finish well. And there's still 2 more balls to bowl. Anything around 17, 16 would certainly be chaseable. You would fancy your chances that you can take it.
Just deny a boundary here. It's very important. Very important ball coming.
Well, where are the opportunities? Men at long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg. He pulls out at the last moment. I wonder why. Was it rhythm? Was it something, some sort of distraction somewhere? But he pulls out. Who is the cooler? Is it Shadab Khan on 38, or is it Abdul Rahman on 1 for 73 with 2 balls to left to go?
What was he thinking, Shadab? He didn't move with that particular delivery.
Full toss. And it's in the gap. It's going to be through for 4. So that full toss bisects those 2 men at a backward square leg and a deep mid wicket. That makes a difference. That makes things change.
For the first 4 deliveries, Shadab kept on moving away from the leg stump, and this time around he slightly moved toward the middle, and the length was created to be able to hit the ball into the vacant area and what a timely boundary. Pressure reverted.
You can see from the frustration on the face of Rahmanullah Gurbaz. This boundary does a lot good to Pakistan, and then you're chasing something 15, 14 in the next over, you will see your chance.
Oh, another full toss. Oh, that's terrible news for Afghanistan. It's gone for 6. The full toss has gone for 6. What will be interesting to see is if there's a follow-up call of no ball, which was very possibly on, because that looked to be above waist height as well. But that is so well put away. Just check it here. Now, I'm sorry, but that should be called no ball as well. It's clearly above waist height. Shadab knows that. Shadab definitely knows that, but he's kept his eye on the ball. He's smacked it hard, high and clean over the boundary. And there we were thinking that maybe the odd 4 might make a difference. Well, a 4 and a 6 makes an enormous difference.
Right, and this is what I was talking about. Yeah, they didn't call it no ball. could have asked for it. It is quite an irony, because you see, it certainly looks to be in the borderline. But look at that for a 6, 85 meters. Now we happen to be in the situation that we were some time back. Shadab Khan is asking the question.
Well, Shadab is entirely entitled to ask that question. He knows the value of, first of all, hitting the ball for 6, but secondly, having another ball and more pressure on the bowler and another chance to hit 4, 6 or whatever. And it was that back of the hand delivery again that Rahman tried. He landed it early in the over, he failed to land it there, so 6 balls left, 11 runs needed. Oh, Farooqi. Oh, Farooqi. Well, this will get tongues wagging all over the world. Do you want to do it this way? That is the question everyone will ask. Certainly not the first time, certainly won't be the last. Shadab would have been ever so keen to get on strike. Now, it's a question of where. The laws have changed. It's a question of how far into the action Farooqi had gone. Had he gone over the perpendicular, then this could be overturned. If Shadab is proven to be on his way too early, then whether you like it or not, the laws of the game say that is out. But they've got to check now to just check the exact point that Farooqi had got to in his action. Now at that stage he hasn't got anywhere near completing it. But Shadab is not watching the bowler. But it's clear to me that Farooqi had this in mind all the way. Yes, it might be game awareness that Shadab needs the strike, he's going to be looking for the single. And at no stage does Farooqi try to complete the action.
You spoke about tongue wagging. That's within the laws, and he's out. One has to accept that.
Well, it is, but a lot of people will talk about how fair it was, because the way we have seen for the last 2 matches, it's been really a display of fair game, everyone coming around one another. But then again, as you say, this is rule, and it's got better of him.
Everything is fair. You know what?
Won't we complete that?
Do you know what? Before that delivery, everyone, almost everyone of the Afghan team had met in the area at the end of the bowler's run-up. And I'm pretty sure, and it's pretty obvious given what we've just seen, that part of the discussion was this, that Shadab needed the strike. If Pakistan are going to win this game, Shadab Khan, who turns his eyes away just too early, yes, he was always going to want the one to get the strike. If the ball had gone through to the keeper, he'd have run for the one to get the strike. If the ball had gone anywhere, he'd have gone to get the strike. So they knew that. Now that's been hit well. That's been hit very, very firmly. So Pakistan, with just this 1 wicket left, with Naseem and Rauf, it's Naseem on strike. He has hit that beautifully. They're still in the game.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of that T20 game. T20 World Cup game between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Afghanistan was winning, and Naseem Shah was the man who shattered the dreams.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon, it was Asia Cup.
Someone is getting excited. It's okay. Yeah, that was Asia Cup. It was Naseem Shah. It was Fazal Farooqi. An almost similar situation. It's only this time that out of maximum, it's boundary that he's hit the first ball.
Well, he misses that one. This time Farooqi takes that little bit of pace off, runs the fingers over the top of the ball. Yeah, is Naseem good enough to find the boundary again? That would solve the game. That would pretty much solve the game. 7 runs needed with just these 4 balls left. You got the feeling that Naseem wants to do it all by himself, with Haris Rauf, number 11, at the other end. So 7 from 4. The tension is just brilliant. Miscue. They have to take the one. They can't turn the one down. So it means that Haris Rauf will get the strike.
That was good bowling. Took up the pace on that occasion, the left armer, which has worked well for him. Earned him 3 wickets.
Well, how often do you get the chance to redeem yourself? But for Pakistan, 1 maximum can seal the fate of this game. Mickey Arthur looking tensed. The Pakistan think tank looking tensed. The game has come down to the wire. This is such a wonderful finish.
Well, so much on the line for the series itself. Afghanistan's record against Pakistan. So far in ODIs, Afghanistan have never beaten Pakistan. This is their best chance, but it's so close. Big hits. How far's that going to go? Is he going to find the goal? Oh, it's turned. Oh, the drama. One runs past it, the other one dives behind him. Was it going to be 4? No, it was just tipped back inside the boundary.
3 runs closer, Pakistan. 3 runs closer.
That's absolutely good fielding from the backup fielder, Noor Ahmad, because he slipped initially and Noor Ahmad was behind him, had the awareness, stopped it, and 1 run can be really crucial at this stage of the game. Certainly saved the boundary.
Well, extraordinary events out there. First fielder overran it as the ball pitched and virtually turned. But Noor Ahmad did spectacularly well there. He just managed to find it inside the boundary, dived and grabbed it back in. 3 from 2 to win the game. If the scores are tied, guess what?
Super over.
No, just a super over.
Okay, it's not going to be that long, eh?
Steady on, steady on.
Oh my word. I mean, again, they're taking their time, and this is what you have to do in these situations. Forget all the rules about time and the time available, but we're into the last over, we're into the last 2 balls. Oh.
Farooqi got greedy with the last delivery. He bowled seam up, provided that pace to the batsman to work with.
Right, where's he going to aim? There's men at long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, long off. Oh, it's gone through the gap, it slipped. Afghanistan are frustrated almost at the absolute final moment. Pakistan somehow, with just that 1 wicket left, have found a way to win this game, have found a way to keep their record against Afghanistan intact. And Afghanistan, although they can be so proud of everything they've done today, will be so disappointed that right at the final moment, that cruel outside edge denies them victory.
Oh, some players develop that affinity with a certain ground, certain stadium, but Shaheen Shah Afridi has developed that affinity. Naseem Shah, beg your pardon, I'm excited because my partner for a while was excited. It has rubbed off to me. Naseem Shah has developed this affinity with Afghanistan team. How many times he has shattered the dreams of Afghans to win a game?
Well, the man once again for the moment seals the fate of this game.